Life with the Cardinals, winless against the Cubs, 2 game series. Are they going to get swept again? Or will St. Louis actually be able to get a win? Chicago just making up ground as long as they get to play against their rivals. Montgomery would be on the mound. One of his 2 losses, though, was to the Cubs. Still, 9-2 on the year, looking for win number 10, sub 1.5 ERA. That whip, 0.85. Very, very good. First inning, run into a little trouble, but get tossed from the ground out. Cardinals avoid a little bit of danger. And on the mound for Chicago would be Tyon, someone that has pitched pretty well this season. Same record, almost a run higher ERA wise. He's going to get some out. Top of the second, Mancini with a mammoth blast to the upper deck. 424. He hits his 10th of the season. And then Swanson, later in the inning, a double. That's going to score another run. So Jordan, ERA is 1.45. Blown up for 3 runs in the first 4 outs. Ouch. But his teammates help him out and pick him up. Tommy Edman, RBI single. That's going to drive in 1 run. Donovan up next. Runners on the corners. A ugly swing and miss. I don't know. There's supposed to be a hit and run. I don't know what happened. But all I know is Edman did get a stolen base, because clearly Donovan was nowhere near touching the ball. That could have been really bad. And then Donovan ends up hitting one out to center field with the speedster at third. Tyler O'Neill's going to easily score. 3-2 game. Goldie, the top of the lineup, answers. 3 consecutive at-bats or plate appearances in Donovan's case that lead to a run being produced. So the Cardinals tie it up. Bottom of the 4th, Contreras against his former team. Again, I will keep saying it. His season has not been great for us, but his hits have been extra base hits. The big one there, he hits his 13th, 413 feet too. Pretty cool. Top of the 5th, Ian Happ continues to hurt us this season. Doesn't matter whether we're playing in St. Louis, London, quote unquote, or Wrigley, doing damage. So Cubs tie it back up in the 5th. Hendricks out the pen, someone that we have not really hit well against in the past. Donovan, Mr. Single, goes the other way. Cardinals regain the lead. Scary times in the top of the 8th. Let's see. Again, this time it's Gallegos. The Cubs just won't go away. 5-5 now, and the bases still loaded. Davis chasing a pitch inside. So that's out number 2. Gallegos close to getting out the inning. With everybody moving, the ball gets to Edman, and he's able to get the out. Big one there. But the Cardinals come up with the clutch hit. Nootbaar, perfect. Bottom of the 8th, St. Louis regains the lead. Yeah. Up 6-5. And for the first time this season, Helsley gets the pitch against the Cubs. Even better. So looking for save number 30 in his 30 consecutive attempt. Well, Wisdom, close, off the wall. That definitely got me a little scared there. But Chris with K. So that double ends up doing nothing, just making it a little stressful. But the Cardinals get the win, and more importantly, their first win against the Cubs this season. 11 hits for the Cubs. Happ had 2. Mancini had 2. Gomes had 2. Gomes did pretty well against us. What can you say? Miko even stole a base too. Hendricks does get the loss. Rough outing for him. 4 hits over 2 2/3. He drops to 9-7. Tyon didn't necessarily pitch great either. The Cardinals, they had 10 hits. Tyler O'Neill batting in the 9 spot, very rare. Him, Donovan, and Goldie all with 2 hits. More importantly, look at this, 4 stolen bases, the most that we've had, and 4 different players. Monty, 4 runs over 6, not pretty, but hey, at the end of the day, the Cardinals get the win, and that really is the most important stat. Looking around the league, Pittsburgh, 7-4 winners on the road against Miami. Joe, 3 hits, 7 runs driven in. Man, yeah, grand slam and a 3-run home run. So Mitch Keller, definitely make sure you say thank you. 13 hits for the Marlins. You can see Wendell and Iglesias both had 3 hits. So the hits were there, just not enough runs. Sixto gets a loss. He drops to 4-6 on the year. And in one other game, 7-4 seems to be a nice score. Dodgers winning at home in extras, 7-4. Bregman with a home run, Pena with 2. Presley ends up getting the loss, so 4 runs for him. Ouch, the 11th inning was rough. Dodgers, Outman, 4 runs driven in. Rojas with 2. Bullpen doing work. You can see it was a 2-2 game, and the Dodgers put up 5 in the final inning. One last thing we'll look at this video. Let's take a look at the standings around the league. So in the West, in the American League, the Rangers hold a 5-game lead. Obviously, Ohtani's injury has kind of changed things. In the Central, Guardians with a 1.5 game lead over the Twins. White Sox still hovering 2.5 back. In the East, the Rays, winners of 3 in a row, have cut the lead to 5. Yankees going the wrong way. They're 1.5 games behind the Blue Jays. Jumping over to the National League, Padres rolling, winners of 9 in a row until their last game. Lead 6.5 over the D-backs and the Dodgers. Cardinals, 14-game lead over the Cubs, biggest division lead by far. And you look at that, the Cubs have only lost a game over the last 10, so just a good start. And in the East, the Braves, 4-game lead over the Phillies. The Mets under 500 at 8.5. In the wild card races, Yankees, Twins, and Rays would be in. White Sox and Angels a 0.5 game behind Chicago. Houston 1.5 games, Tigers 3.5. Cubs would have the last spot, a little tied with the Dodgers. Phillies 1.5 games back. Milwaukee back to 500, 4.5 back. The Cardinals finally get a win against Chicago. Definitely feeling a lot better about this season now.